Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and Saki Warden Sharpboy. I am Speedyard, and this is Arkham Asylum.
Have you figured out a way past these security gates? Before she died, she told me there's a production plant hidden somewhere in the gardens.
The Wayne Tech security protocols seem to be hack-proof. Lucius did a good job. It's a two-part biometric sequence, apparently generated by the Warden, using a code sequencer.
And destroyed by Joker in the safe explosion. Harley Quinn has the Warden, and he's the only chance we have to get past these gates.
Okay, good luck.
So what was it that gave it away? The big green glowing question mark?
Shut up, Riddler. Now, it's been some time, but crime never gives up, and neither does Batman. There's a job to finish here, and hey, you didn't think we were just going to let it go undone, did you? You can doubt me all you want, but come on. It's Batman. Have some faith. Harley Quinn has the Warden. Apparently there's some kind of secret facility in the gardens. The rabbit hole just goes deeper, and we didn't need the Mad Hatter to show us that. Anyhow, we can track the Warden using the DNA from his cane. There's no obstacle bat science can't overcome. You can be sure of that. And with a little bat persistence and some bat ingenuity, we can take anything the Joker throws at bat us. Batman does it, why can't I? Let's take care of these Joker teeth before we head on. We can always use a little more XP. You know, I just love how they always think they have a chance. They actually think that maybe they, out of all the hundreds, probably thousands of people who have been in this situation, will be the ones who actually manage to beat Batman. I love that. You almost have to admire that faith they have in themselves, the persistence they're showing in the face of justified mortal terror. As it stands, these guys are getting off pretty easy. They're only going to be waking up with a nasty headache in the morning. Not, a body full of broken bones like their friends. Let's use a batarang on this last guy. He'll turn around after the Joker warns him, so let's not give him that chance. Now let's head on out and... Oh! I thought I wouldn't get to show you this! This is wonderful, watch this, this is just great. That is the best Easter egg ever. I love that one.
Let me go, you crazy bitch!
Sharpie used a bad word. Mama spanked.
It all seems like fun and games for a while, and then they show you something to remind you the kind of people we're dealing with.
10 minutes ago, I have made it illegal to walk on the floor in any part of the asylum. Anyone caught doing so will be... Oh, this is stupid. Anyone caught will have their legs removed and perform magic tricks for Emperor Joker. There, I did it.
You're doing great, Sharpie. Ready?
Ah, that's a reference to the series Emperor Joker, a great read in which the Joker gains omnipotence and remakes all of reality in the image of his own twisted mind. It goes about as well as you might imagine.
Yeah, Joker sends his girlfriend down and tells us to guard the tunnel. We guard the tunnel. Joker tells us to kill the bat. We kill the bat.
They're just so adorable. They just believe in themselves so much. I guess the lesson then is believe in yourself, reach for the stars, follow your dreams, but don't get in Batman's way. But as you noticed, I attacked the guys with guns first. Breaking up an armed group of thugs depends on controlling access to the guns. If they can get a sight on you, they can take you down quick. So, you take out the gunmen and keep an eye out for anyone picking anything up off the ground, because they will recover guns from their fallen comrades. You have to maintain an awareness of the battlefield and retain control over it.
This is a warning. It is vital that everyone unload their sidearms immediately. I recommend unloading them into... I can't read this. Unloading them into your head!
I've said it before, but I can't praise the writing in this game well enough. That is just really excellent dark humor. Think about what it's accomplishing there. We are simultaneously being amused by how dark and grisly that humor is, but at the same time it's reinforcing just how insane and dangerous our villain is. That's very good writing. It's accomplishing more than one thing at the same time. I'm very impressed with how well it was done. I'm not quite as impressed with how this fight began. To be honest, even those few small mistakes really hurt. You're being Batman here, and when you fail to pull everything off as perfectly as Batman would, it's pretty disappointing. But in a good way. It doesn't really take you out of the game so much as it makes you want to try all the harder to be better. And in any case, even Batman takes a hit every now and then. Just, you know, not nearly as many as they do. So it's into the penitentiary, where only the most dangerous of the inmates are kept.
Think so. When did he die? Probably shot. That'll do it. Hungry? Star.
Man, does this game do a great job with the black humor. And like I said before, it makes moving swiftly in to demolish these guys feel all the more righteous. Anyhow, that was a truly beautiful beatdown. Fast and flawless is the way it should be. Anyhow, let's check back at the foyer. There was something back there we missed, and we'll want to listen to it.
Taped patient evaluation 1. Patient name is Victor Zaz. Diagnosed clinically insane after the murder of at least 20 women in the Gotham area. Hello, Victor. I'm Dr. Cassidy. Seeing as this is our first session, let's spend some time getting to know each other.
I don't need to know you, Miss Cassidy. Everything is meaningless.
Don't you think that's a very negative outlook on life, Victor?
You've no doubt read my file.
Yes, I have. It says you come from a wealthy family.
This scene is beautiful. This is how a game should tell a story. The environment, the noises, the atmosphere, the warning lights, the danger signs. We're in for something nasty. This section is always tense. The moment you hear those guys, you know you're in for something. The second you see them, you know you'll be facing them. Chekhov would roll in his grave if you didn't. Batman can take care of himself, sure, but I'm not in any hurry to shake their hands.
Stop, Batman, please! You've got to help my babies!
I'm really not interested in a bunch of flowers, Ivy.
They're in pain, crying for help!
Just stay where you are. Last thing I need is you running free.
Poor children. I'll save you.
Far be it from me to question the Dark Knight, but I always feel like Batman is being unnecessarily antagonistic to Ivy. He's not above manipulating his enemies, you know. It just seems like he could pretend to be sympathetic and try to turn her his way a little bit, maybe. But the truth is, it would be hard to communicate that's what he's trying to do right here. And in any case, this is probably the last kind of night to ask Batman to even pretend sympathy.
You need to get me out of this cell. It's me, Cash. I'm needed out there. I can help you.
Yeah, if you haven't guessed, that's Clayface. The lack of bones, not to mention the clay everywhere, gives it away. I can't help but think he's just teasing Batman, because he surely can't think he's going to trick him that easily.
Harley! Ah! You have to help me.
Ivy? Gee, you look like crap. Maybe I can sneak you some shampoo.
The plants, can't you hear them? They're crying out to me in agony.
Yeah? Well, I really don't have time for this.
Please let me out. They'll die without me.
I don't know, Red. You're not on Mr. J's party list. Oh, well.
Please!
What the heck? I'll cut you a break.
That feels so much better.
She's a good kid.
I could watch those two all day. What a riot! And speaking of riots, here's a bit of civil unrest I cooked up just for you.
Cut. He's taken control of the security overrides. I have the sequence generator, but without the terminal in my office, it's useless.
Your terminal has been destroyed. Give me the sequencer.
What? Oh, yes, of course. It's useless. Half the code won't get you anywhere. We're trapped in here.
There's always a way out. Always.
And so we get our next new item, the code sequencer. Through the power of Bat technology, the unfathomably complex task of cracking encryption is reduced to a minigame controlled by the thumbsticks and visualized as waveforms on Batman's cell phone. Bat tech. It is the future.
You stay here. Lock this gate when I leave.
Good idea. I'd have someone of my stature walking back.
And there was Clayface disguised as Warden Sharp. He laughs at you if you talk to him. Now, over here is something equally interesting. This guy won a contest to appear in the game, and here he is. He's not missing an arm, he just has one tied in front of him. Why? I do not know. He was a pretty inexplicable thing to find before I knew he was born of some contest, but cool nonetheless. In any case, now that Poison Ivy is gone, things have just gotten a lot more... Uh-oh. One of those guys. The moment you hear that voice, that sound, that cry, you know you don't want to meet him. And he's out there somewhere. There he is. And... it's just a matter of pressing the reaction button when a lightning bolt appears over his head, flipping him over and punching his lights out. He'll take a good night's sleep while we continue our journey. While the inmates may have cleared out, it looks like someone else has moved in.
You know, Bats, I always thought there was a spark between us. Well, now there is. I know, you're shocked. Come and get me, Bats. I double dare ya.
I really like the way a lot of these cutscenes are seamless, the way the camera moves straight from Harley back to Batman without cutting. It's much less jarring that way. Anyhow, the strategy here is to keep the thugs from the gun boxes. You'd think it'd be harder to force those open in an asylum. In an open arena, this fight would be a breeze, but with that block in the middle, it's easy for your combo to get interrupted. Besides which, sometimes an enemy is just too far away for Batman to lunge towards them. Though I've noticed that if you build up a rhythm and make an effort to tackle enemies that are farther apart from one another, that Batman's melee range seems to increase. But that divider still gets in the way. You know, it's only this time around that I noticed Harley is swinging around up there. I always wondered where she was. I guess she's just hanging around. Hanging around. Hanging... Let's just move this along.
Was that as easy as it looked? Well, it won't be so easy trying to catch me. Mwah!
The villains never do let go of an opportunity to egg us on. They'll get what's coming to them, don't doubt that. Mors certa, ora incerta. Death is certain, its hour uncertain. Well, that's a cheerful motto to plaster in an institution of mental health. Then again, it's Arkham.
Taped patient evaluation 5. Victor is not responding well to treatment. Victor, yesterday we spoke about the people skills.
Patient pacification system deactivated.
And that's pretty annoying. These interview tapes are very well done and do a lot to flesh out the characters we encounter. They let you see plot elements that would be difficult to fit in otherwise, and are probably invaluable for someone unversed in comic lore. I've noticed more games doing this as time has gone on, this method of revealing the story and building the world through documents and mementos scattered throughout, and I've found it to be very effective. So again, it's pretty annoying to put that there only for the cutscene to cut it off. Wrong door. My fault, not Batman's. One down. These guys were a good way to shake up the fighting. By this point, we've got the hang of smashing faces and breaking arms, so the madmen really throw you for a loop. It took me a while to get how to deal with them, but once you get the timing right, it's just a matter of finding that Batman-like calm and waiting for them to get close. That was the cell of Julian Day, the Calendar Man. Yes, the Calendar Man. As in, he is obsessed with holidays. Yes, that is his thing. Older comics did some strange stuff. But part of the fun of modern comics is how they take some of those silly ideas and explore them in new ways. Believe me, Calendar Man is a lot creepier than he used to be. We can't get in over here yet, not until we get an upgrade for the code sequencer, so let's go back the other way.
Turned up, the Dark Knight himself. How's it hanging, Babs? Got a little problemo for you. See those two cars over there? I know, shocking. How you gonna save them?
That's the second time she's used that shocking joke. You're slipping, Harley.
Don't fear, that's cheating, Babs. Time to turn up the pressure. 2 minutes and counting.
Alright, there we go. Good old-fashioned damsel in distress. Except in this case, the damsels are grown men in body armor. Well hey, damseling is an equal opportunity calling, so let's not be judgmental and get those guys down. They did a really good job with Harley's voice and dialogue. She manages to come across as an annoying character without being annoying to you, the player. Batman probably doesn't feel the same way, I imagine.
And now you have only 30 seconds to get out. Bye-bye.
Need to get the security gate down. Hurry!
Guys, you don't rush Batman. In any case, we don't need to see every moment of clearing out this minigame, so let's rush things up a bit.
Get out! Move it! Get out of here, now! Oh, I thought we were both gonna die in there.
You're safe now.
You going after that crazy witch? I saw her heading out of the door as we got out of the room.
She won't get away. I'll stop her and then her boyfriend.
Good. Listen, I'll go try and get the ventilation system working. If you find her, don't go easy on her. For me.
That's an interesting point, asking Batman not to go easy on Harley. Batman has his own code of honor. He's not above fighting a woman. Anyhow, I don't think any of us will feel too bad for her, right? For now, let's grab the remote control Batarang. It's not actually that useful, but it's really neat, and you can do a really cool trick with it, which we'll try out later on. But there's nothing else over here, really, so let's move along. We've got an asylum to save. Or at least, restore to its previous state of disrepair and corruption. It's all a bit relative where Arkham's concerned. Harley really is a great compliment to the Joker. The Joker's whole thing is that he is the reverse of Batman, a chaotic clown who refuses to take Batman seriously, at least on the face of things.
Keep up! You getting tired? Let me give you a little help. Right here, you're getting closer.
If the Joker is the clown prince of crime, then Harley is his jester.
Ooh, you're getting warmer.
And just up ahead, we'll find the cell of Two-Face, a.k.a. Harvey Dent. Formerly the DA of Gotham City and an ally of Batman's, an acid attack left half his face scarred and brought the alternate personality of Two-Face into existence, as well as his obsession with chance and the number 2.
Another one? Can it be? No. There's no way. You can't find them all. It's impossible.
Don't quit your day job, Riddler. Actually, this is your day job, isn't it? That is really sad, Riddler. One thing I was really pleased to see was how they make certain to have you use each item throughout the game. Nothing ever just becomes obsolete because you get a better item or because the world just stops asking you to use it. Everything remains useful, and that's the way it ought to be, because Batman's at his best when he's throwing out his gadgets every which way. It makes you feel great, and it makes you feel like you really are the world's greatest detective.
Response to medication has been poor. Hello, Victor. Is there anything you'd like to talk about today? Victor! He's going nowhere. Guard! Get him out of here!
Get out. Didn't you...
Here he comes, Mr. J!
Excellent. I'll leave it to you then, my dear.
Get him!
Who builds the stuff? Really? Who says, hey, we need shock floors on our institution of mental health. Make sure they can carry a current strong enough to kill if necessary. Then again, it's Arkham, in which case it's not so surprising, I guess. Mental institutions were once a very unpleasant places, in regards to the way they were operated, that is. Which is probably why they appear in fiction, things with elements of the Gothic, such as Batman, so much. Arkham actually wasn't introduced to the Bat mythos until 1974, but it's taken on a pretty central role in the Batman saga. It's like an underworld figure. Evil beings are continually chained there, only to escape to wreak havoc, be caught and imprisoned once more in an eternal cycle. In a way, it could be thought of as a metaphor for crime in society, or the futility of attempting to eradicate evil. In any case, it's probably fitting that an asylum for the criminally insane should have grown to have such a central role in Batman's world. You might remember that last time when we were discussing what Batman is. We've had some time to think about it since then. Something I've noticed is how all of Batman's villains reflect him in some way. Themes of obsession, loss, dual identity, madness, paranoia, and trauma pervade his rogues gallery. Batman's villains frequently have intensely psychological motives for their respective obsessions and gimmicks, to a degree that, to my knowledge, isn't as common to the villains of other heroes. As I've said before, they often seem to reflect him, but darkly.
He's done it again! I don't believe it! I'm on my way now!
Oops, change of plans, kiddo.
But I tried my best!
Sorry, but there is no prize for second place. I'm afraid you're off the party list. Better luck next time.
No! Die, you big ugly bat! Merchandise. That's my party list.
Quiet. Why the smiles next to certain names?
You're the detective, you tell me. Huh?
Get it.
You won't find Mr. J. He's in the secret lab in the gardens and... oh, crap!
Yep, I know.
Damn! Well, he'll get me out! You'll see! Yeah. You'll see.
Harley's relationship with the Joker really is pretty sad and one-sided. Also, Mr. Freeze's cell, right over there.
Oracle, I'm done. Harley is... subdued. And I have her print scanned.
So you can find the secret lab in the gardens?
Yes. Harley's been everywhere on the island. So I'm calibrating the scanner to only show prints that have traces of chlorophyll.
Okay, listen. Be careful. I rerouted a Wayne Tech satellite to show thermal scans of the island. The gardens are showing up hot. Something bad is happening there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been fun, and it was good to see you again. But until next time, I will see you there.